Adams State University has long been a name synonymous with cross-country and track and field success. 38 national cross-country titles and 5 track and field titles at the NAI and NCAA D2 levels. During that time, Adams State has also claimed 156 individual national titles. But in the 41 years since the then Adams State Indians won their first team title in cross country, an outdoor track and field championship proved elusive. That all changed in the spring of 2012 as the Adams State men scored a 77-73 victory at the NCAA D2 championships over Lincoln University of Missouri. Instrumental in that victory was the quickly emerging sprinting squad guided by assistant coach Brandon Campbell, who has been overseeing Grizzly sprinters, jumpers, and multi-event athletes since arriving in Alamosa in 2009. Before his arrival at Adams State, Campbell spent nearly a decade at Cal State Fullerton as an athlete and coach. The 2001 Big West Conference Male Athlete of the Year, Campbell competed both on the track and on the basketball court. In addition to owning 6 school records, he was a 3-time All-American and 6-time Big West champion in the long jump, high jump, and 4x400 meter relay. As a coach, he guided athletes to the NCAA D1 National Championships in each of his 3 years for the Titans.
Well, how my athleticism has helped me with my coaching at Adams State, it helped a lot. When I started track, I didn't know anything. I was just an athlete competing. It was just something fun to do, and I was fortunate enough to have great coaches, so they broke it down to me and told me the biomechanics and everything else that goes into it, and I fell in love with it, so it plays a big part. If I didn't learn the things that I did when I was an athlete, I probably wouldn't be a coach.
Campbell's guidance has moved the Grizzly sprinters into the national spotlight. Before his arrival, the Adams State sprinters won 8 individual titles in 38 years. But since Brandon arrived on campus, they have claimed 5 in his last 3 years. During the 2009 indoor and outdoor track and field seasons, Grizzly sprinters earned 3 All-American honors. That number climbed to 5 under Campbell in 2010, then 8 in 2011, before 14 All-American and 3 national championship performances were put out by the sprint squad in 2012.
He wanted a complete program. You'd hear from any other guy that had 25 national titles that they feel themselves a little bit. But Damon seemed unsatisfied after 25 national titles, and I've seen the expressions on his face when he came back from cross-country nationals, but there was a different look on his face when we won the track and field titles. This year, it actually came together perfect. At the beginning of every year, you set goals for your athletes, you discuss them with them, but this year was the first year that everyone hit their goal. Everything that we talked about could happen, and everything that we believed in, it happened this year.
That group became Adams State's most decorated sprinter squad in school history. Emerging from that group has been Adams State's most decorated sprinter in school history, 15-time All-American and 4-time NCAA D2 champion Indira Spence.
When you lose girls of the caliber that we had in our senior class this year, just to have other girls that were just as talented coming out of high school calling us, saying that I want the same coaching that Indira Spence and Kay Marie were getting, instead of me trying to persuade that particular athlete into coming here. They already want to come based off the tradition, and there's nothing more that I can do except keep building the tradition. I'm not the savior or anything of that nature, but I take pride in seeing athletes smile from being champions.